Yesterday I said that I will be recording more today, but I didn't record anything for you guys. So, I haven't forgotten. Let me show what work have I done since 8 a.m. Since 8 a.m. I haven't gone into a single class. I'm just sitting in the library all day doing IELTS preparation. So I want to show you guys what I made. So in the course of 6 hours, I did almost 2 mock tests. So this one is the first. This is my listening, band 9. This is reading, band 8.5. This is writing task 1, an AI essay checker rated at band 7.5. Task 2 was assessed as band 7, and my overall was band 7 for the writing. And I also did my speaking without any assessment because I know that Innovate has some speaking checking tools, but I don't think they work quite well. So I just did it myself. I didn't assess myself. Next one is the second mock test. Again, listening band 8, reading band 8.5. The same scores. The same as scores. Now I will do the writing part again. I'm quite stressed when I look at the writing task 1 because what is this? I haven't practiced that at all, so maybe it's going to be hard for me. And there's also writing task 2. Writing task 2 is generally simpler for me because I have practiced it a lot. Let me show you how many essays have I written in the course of how many? 1-2 weeks. What is this? Yeah, starting from here, then here, then this. All of those are my essay practices. I tried to write an essay a day, but it's obviously less than that. But I have noticed some improvement from that. Yeah, so that's it. Let me talk about my expectations, the score I will get on IELTS. I think the listening is definitely a 9. Reading could be 9 if I focus. Well, if I look at the mistakes in my reading, that's simply look at this. For example, this test, I had 2 mistakes in reading. This one, first I got it right. I said C, but then I was like, no, D, maybe. It turns out it was C. The same thing here. Same thing. And the text was pretty difficult, so I think that affected too. So potentially I could get a band 9 in reading if not for these 2 mistakes. Yeah, that's quite frustrating. Good morning. So today I did not forget to record this. It's probably 9 a.m. and I just came to the library to study. By the way, I lost my whatever it's called, the sponge around my microphone, so the sound quality might be a little different. I don't know where I lost it. That's sad. Anyways, I have an extra one to substitute that, so don't worry. I'm gonna study now. By the way, this copybook, it's almost coming to an end. Yeah, because I write a lot. Anyways, see ya. I forgot to mention what are the plans for today. So, on my commute, I was listening to a podcast by Ben Worthington, and they shared this life hack that will save time on the actual IELTS test, basically you have to look through like potential questions on writing and speaking and try to brainstorm as much as you can before the exam on every topic. So that's what I'm gonna do, because I am speaking tomorrow at 9 a.m. So like in 24 hours I will be all oh god, in 24 hours I'm already going to be in front of the examiner taking my speaking exam, which is terrifying, I know, but what can I do except for preparing urgently? So that's what I'm gonna do now, brainstorm some ideas. See ya. So if you look here, it says do a 24-hour English warm-up. Therefore, you should speak, write, read, and listen to English for 24 hours before your IELTS speaking test. Your family and friends might think you're crazy, but it will greatly affect your score. Well, now I think I have been warming up for this moment for years, because you know me. If you know me in real life, if you follow my Telegram channel, my Instagram, you know that I use every opportunity to speak and write in English. I think I only can communicate with you in other language if you don't know English. But most of the time, even when I'm speaking Russian or Kazakh, I always mix English words because it's just easier for me to communicate like that. So I guess I'm in an advantageous position in this case. Anyways, I will do certainly a warm-up. So even though I thought I could write like a couple essays today, I will focus on my speaking. I will look at some recent cue cards for speaking part 2, because I have my speaking tomorrow and I don't feel ready. Even though I might be well prepared, I don't feel like it. And to feel like it and to warm up my linguistic thinking process, I have to practice a lot. Yeah. Also, I think just speaking isn't as much energy consuming as writing or reading, because even though I'm like a visual person, it's still easier like mentally to do something verbally. So yeah, I'm back with an update. Right now it's almost like 12 p.m. Well, I have finished. What have I finished? I practiced speaking. I did like 4 cue cards, then I watched 3 videos on like successful band 8, band 9 speaking, and I have finished the writing task 2 from the mock test I started. So I wanted to share the results of my mock tests. So here, as you can see in green, here are the marks on my mock tests. I did 2 of them. I'm getting them from the Cambridge books. So I did only 3 sections out of 4 because there is no one to rate my speaking. But yeah, that's what I have. As you can see, I got an overall of 8.0 in both tests, which is amazing, I think. And that indicates that I'm more or less actually prepared for the IELTS test. Also, one problem is that there's no electricity in the school. It's been off for like an hour now, and it's not that I'm running low on my batteries on my laptop and phone, but I cannot also say that the battery is like high, because my laptop is like on 30%, my phone is on 20%, which is not a lot. At least my headphones are charged. So yeah, I really hope the electricity will be back soon, because this is getting pretty uncomfortable, especially without the Wi-Fi on the laptop. So yeah, now I'm gonna do some reading practice, then I'm gonna have lunch, and I think I'll go home at like 3:30 p.m. after the 8th lesson because I have my speaking test in the morning tomorrow at 9 a.m. So I have to be well rested and in a good state of mind to pass that. Yeah, that's the plan for today. So I'm at a bus stop right now. I decided to go home earlier than I thought I would because it just got noisier. Just some seniors came and it was impossible to focus. There were like 10 people of them. Anyways, what I wanted to say. There are two reasons also why I'm going home early today. So first one is I need to relax. I need to wind down before the test day. Test days, actually, it's 2 days. And what? I didn't want to home at the same time as most people, which is after 5-6 p.m. because the buses are packed. They're so crowded. Just one like pushing each other. It's noisy and it's energy consuming to be around such crowds, especially in public transport. So yeah, now it's like midday and very few people buses. It's really so yeah, these are the two why I'm going home at this time. So yeah, I might record some day in the evening as well, but I think I will not. So see ya tomorrow on speaking day. See ya. Good morning. Today is speaking day. This is the fit. We were allowed to wear not a uniform. So I also did my makeup, trying to feel my best, my most confident. So yeah. Am I nervous? Not really. I'm just kind of focused, I guess. Yeah. Wish me good luck, and I am off to the school. I forgot to record since I came to school, so. Wish me good luck. Am I shaking? I don't know. I'm not. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I just finished my speaking test. I'm in a different setting now because I didn't want to interrupt other people preparing. So that's why I'm here talking about what was going on. So it was kind of stressful because like it was a video call and I was given headphones with a microphone and there were some technical problems like once or twice only, but then yeah, I asked the examiner to repeat the questions because I didn't hear her well. Oh my god, I don't know why am I being this dramatic because I did pretty well. I think just the best words popped up in my head out of nowhere, which I think is, I don't know, it's some kind of subconscious power. I think I wouldn't say it was difficult at all because the questions were really relatable to me. So in part 1 I was talking about learning languages, about my school, whether it is a good place to study. I mean, of course it is. About why young people study foreign languages a lot. Then in part 2 I was talking about a famous person. I chose to talk about my favorite YouTuber, the Wizard Liz. So yeah, I talked about how her content is so valuable to teenagers and why I adore that person. And in part 3, the questions were of course linked to the part 2 topic. So I was asked about why do people become celebrities? What celebrities do I know from my country? What are the advantages of being a celebrity? And I think that's it. Yeah. Actually, in part 3, she interrupted me on the very last question. I think we were running out of time. I was talking too much. No, my answer length, they were okay. I mean, they weren't too short, they weren't too long. I think we were just running out of time because she asked like more questions than normal in part 3. So, yeah. I'm in a great mood. But right now, I don't know if I want to go home or stay at school. I don't know. On one side, I have a lunch and I want to talk to my friends and maybe prepare for tomorrow. Tomorrow I have my listening, reading, and writing. I mean, the most stressful part is over, which was speaking, so I'm kind of relieved now. Yeah. Today, the exam starts at 1 p.m. Registration is at 12 p.m. But I'm still going early to kind of mentally prepare. Or not only mentally. So yeah, it's the same fit as yesterday. Am I nervous? Not at all. Because yesterday and today morning, I did not think about like anything, really. To be honest, I'm not in the mind to focus right now, unlike yesterday. But I hope by the time exam starts, I will be prepared mentally and focused. Let's go. I'm at school right now and I don't know what to do. My mind is blank, really. I need to find some last minute tips on how to generate ideas because I don't want to sit there and be like, oh, I don't know. So what are my predictions for this test? Well, I am gonna get a 9 in listening and 9 in reading. And in writing, I would be pleased with a 7. Yeah. So I'm already going into the room, so wish me luck. I gotta run now, bye. It is 4 p.m. right now. Oh my god, I forgot how to speak. This test sucked the life out of me. Not only the life, my voice also, I don't know why. Because I just got so used to the silence for a straight 3 hours. Oh my god. So, what do I think right after the test? So first of all, I have no energy whatsoever. As you can see, I'm lying on the table because I just want to sleep, you know. I need nothing but sleep, rest, and just being lazy at least for 24 hours. So, how was it? Listening and reading were pretty easy, except for the fact that at the very, very beginning of listening in section 1, I couldn't focus as much as I should have. And that has been a problem even in my practice tests because I think I have shared that in my Telegram channel that my main problem in listening is just tapping into the focus, and I always get wrong in the first section because my mind is just not channeled into the listening and I miss some details. But this time I was more focused, of course, under the stress, obviously. The only thing that I'm not sure is how to spell tires, like tires of the car, of the wheel. I mean, I am a Formula 1 fan, but when I was trying to remember how to spell tires, in my head it's just like, uh, how is it? Like the radio from Formula One. Like soft tires, flat tires. And yeah, I wrote tires with Y, even though I had doubts, but now I'm pretty sure that tires is spelled with Y. Then I am really bad at spelling names because in the recording they're like, my name is Gerald Smith. It's spelled as Grlid. And what the fuck? Excuse me, what the actual frick is that? Like, I caught that it was Gerald. Like, Gerald. But they said like Gerald. That's what I heard. But then I was like, how could it be Gerald? Like, there's no name as Gerald with an I. I only know Gerald with an A, like Gerald. So that's why I put Gerald in there. I don't know, that could be wrong. And for other questions, I was already focused fully, so I don't doubt them at all. In reading, as always, there is one imposter question in true or false. I mean, I had practiced a lot of the type like true or false, but still there was one statement that I was unsure of if it was true or not given. Does the option of not given makes the test like 10 times more difficult? Not difficult, but harder, you know? So it went something like this. The statement was, in the 1960s, the land use for dairy farming has increased. And in the text, it was something like, the people who were there, they figured that the grassland is more suitable for dairy farming rather than like crop farming. That's why more farms start to occur. And I was like, that's probably true, so that's why I put true. Because if I say not given, it would be incorrect also, because it is given. It is given, like how they used land in the 60s. Other questions. What was, I mean, I am sure about other passages. They were not so difficult because I was so focused. I think the part that you are most interested in is the writing. So in writing, I was really short on time because I never learned how to manage my time during my writing. But eventually, yeah, I ended up finishing it early. Anyways, writing task 1, since I practiced that very like little, I only wrote like 2 task 1 essays, which were, first one was a pie chart and second one was a bar chart, and a process as well. But I hadn't practiced line graphs, and that's what I got. It was a line graph on like tourists in the UK, and like 3 lines representing different purposes of the visit. So I spent too much time analyzing the graph and just getting my thoughts together, because when I had outlined all the trends and all the important aspects, I look at the clock and it has been already like 7 minutes since the writing part started, and I'm like, oh my god, I only have 13 minutes to write the task 1. And I just sped around that task 1, but yeah, I still managed to finish that on time in 20 minutes. Then I got to task 2. I read the question and I was like, thank god, because the question was easy. Like, the topic is pretty simple and the type of an essay was also easy. So the statement was like, many leaders of organizations earn higher than their employees. Some think that it is unfair, others think that it is necessary. discuss both views and give your own opinion. So, yeah, I mean, I have prepared to the topic of like work, careers, and stuff. And the thing is, I think I saw the exact same question on one of my practice tests, but I did not write it. However, I wrote something very, very similar. It was on the topic of like sports people earn a lot more than like doctors and engineers. Do you think it's fair? And so on. It was also like discuss both views and give your own opinion. So, yeah. Oh my god. Now I'm like hallucinating because now I'm questioning if I read the question correct, but yeah, I'm sure I read the question correctly. Oh my god, like I wrote it very well. Like the vocabulary was okay. It was good, not like A1. The vocabulary was good. I used some grammatical structures that I have never used in my entire life. So not only but also the structure I use it in every of my essays, but the inversions, conditional inversions, I have never used that. It sounds like should she came earlier, she wait a minute, I'm trying to think of an example. She would have passed the test should she studied harder. So it's like the same thing as if she studied harder, she would pass the test. It's the same thing, but it just put in a more sophisticated way. And I thought, yeah, this is the perfect time to use this. Yeah. And I think I wrote enough because I ended up using the second answer sheet, and I approximated as like 300 words. I think I have developed ideas enough, but in the point of view where like I say CEOs deserve their high pay, I presented 2 ideas and I only fully developed one of them, and the first one just got lost. I don't know where it got. It was an idea of like their leadership skills are exceptional and they are irreplaceable, and I just wrote the sentence and said not only that but also and started talking about the second reason. But overall I think I wrote it well, and the Innovate AI and me also would rate that essay as like 7.5. I think, yeah, the structure is there. The structure is there. I have discussed all the sides. I have given my opinion on that. I have developed my ideas enough. I guess I have provided 2 examples for 2 sides. Like it has all the parts like introduction, body 1, body 2, conclusion, all of the sophisticated linking words. Like I have put everything in there. So I'm not expecting less than a 7. And what comes to listening and reading, it is minimum 8.5, but I'm hoping to get a 9, really. Yeah, so that's it. See ya.
Так снимать? Вообще, все. Так, все, смотрим. View your results, скептик.
Давай без броншкурик.
Нет. А хотя, ладно, давайте. Сейчас надо сначала зайти. Нет? А оно уже зашло? Если логин логин тогда на аккаунт.
А, email адрес,
Email адрес. Я не помню какой. А, вот. Несыкова. Несыкотно. Несыкотно.
Подожди, паспорт.
А что на?
Паспорт.
Паспорт.
Сигнин.
А, я забыла. Подождите.
Давай.
Что это? Почему? Ладно. Нет, телефон начал гнать. Так, где мой паспорт? Очень шейм. Куда он делся? Наша реакция. Давай. Лоудинг, давай. Вслух ничего не говорите. Что? Тихо.
Англичанка. Не плачь. Не плачь.
Дальше снимать? Твое плакание снимать? Күнге қарамас тұрмаса енді.
Молодец.
Пойдемте посмотрим. Так, где... Дай. Listening 9.
Ебать.
Writing 7. Speaking 8. 8. Капец.